Welcome back to Holland Hut. Today we will be making the most amazing New York strip, hand-fried potatoes and sautéed mushrooms. So, skirt steak. You see that nice, really side of fat there? This is like the next level up from sirloin. Because you see that it's got all the nice marbling in the middle, nice fat. But instead of just going around one side, sorry, it's wasps here. So instead of just going one side around the steak, it goes around all the way, and there's just one bit there that is so nice. Sorry about all the wasps. Normally we would just season this with salt and pepper, but hear this, I've got some spiced rub here, some ground cumin, but instead of just buying it store-bought ground cumin, toast the seeds and then grind them up and pass them all. So I got cumin, smoked paprika, sweet paprika, and hot paprika. I've also got hot chili powder. So this is like a barbecuey, nice, hot sort of spice mix. I've also got some chipotle chili in there. So by that I just toasted the chipotle chili flakes into there. So after that, we're just gonna put it in there. Be generous with that, because the New York strip, you lose 30% of its seasoning when you go in there. So now the secret behind this is just patting it in there. Now, I can't stress how important it is to let those steaks sit out before you cook them for about 5-10 minutes at the least, the very least. So I'm just going to pat that in there. You see this beautiful fat that I mentioned earlier? That is the flavour, and this is what's going to keep it so moist. Now that's why when you normally buy a fillet, it normally dries out because it's very lean. But with this, instead of a sirloin, the sirloin in the middle is quite lean itself. But that fat just keeps it so moist. So we're just going to season that, because that fat is the flavour right there. So just mop all that up. Okay, so moving on. Put your gas on. Get that thing racing hot. Now, I use a stainless steel pan right here. The reason is because a cast iron, great for cooking meats, but it doesn't always heat up evenly. So if you are going to cook with a cast iron, make sure you maybe put it in the oven for about 20 minutes on a really high heat, just to blast it up. Okay, so don't put the oil into the pan and then put your heat on, because that's going to burn the oil really, really fast. What you want to do is get that thing racing hot. Pan's just heating up now, just wait for that. Now, as your steaks are seasoned, just put a couple of cracks and pepper on there, because again, the worst thing you can have on a steak is too salty a steak, because when you have too salty, it's just disgusting. You don't want to eat it at all. So we're just going to put some more pepper on there. Alright, that pan's heating up now, so we're just going to put a touch of oil in there. So, oil is just starting to smoke. Don't want to smoke too bad, okay? Because once you smoke it too bad, it stains the pan and also makes your steak disgusting. So, mop up that seasoning. Always, you don't have to use the tongs. Always, always, always lay away from you. Now this is where the steak takes on a new level. Put that garlic, thyme in there. I want all that seasoning in there. Give those steaks just a nice little shove right there, because that ensures that they're not sticking. Now, put your steaks to the edge of the pan, curve them around so that the fat fries. Shape it into the pan. So all those nice flavours are coming out now. Tremendously hot out here. I'm just going to roll my sleeves up. See all those spices toasted. That cumin is just releasing all its aromas now. Flip. There's been about a minute on each side now. Now this. So that garlic popping, that's what we want. That's what we want. All that nice garlic aromas coming in. Now this is where cooking is no longer a target. Just turn your gas down for a bit. Nice cubes of butter in there. Really let that fry. Just basting that. Now that you've added that butter, it's kind of like deglazing that pan. So flavoursome, that butter, especially with the thyme and the spices. Spread that on there. Okay, so turn your gas off. Remove these steaks to rest. The real reason behind this is in the resting. Spoon over all that nice butter. Let them rest. We have a tremendous amount of flies around here, so I'm just going to cover mine. Got the most amazing fingerling potatoes right here. The shape is amazing. They've been blanched, so they get a bit fluffy. So put your gas back on. I've got great flavour in this pan. Don't want to waste that, ever. And when you blanch your potatoes, it's a much healthier option instead of frying them. So I just add a touch of butter in between those, just to make them really nice, sort of caramelised, crispy. 'Cause who likes a soggy potato? Give them a nice shake. Now I can see that flavour of the bottom of the pan going into those potatoes. See these potatoes now? They're so crispy. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so fingerling potatoes are done. I'm gonna pair these with portobello mushrooms, you know, the big ones. Get some nice thick slices on there. These are hand grown here, just about off the coast of Marbella. Beautiful portobello mushrooms. So put your pan up, really high heat. Whole point of that is each mushroom itself is 30% water. So you really just want to point of this is to extract that water from the mushroom. You want to really keep a flatness across all the mushrooms. You don't want any topped up on each other, because that means some will be watery than others. So keep them flat across the circumference of the pan. Now, when it's drying out, you need liquid in there, or fat in this case. So I'm going to add tons of butter in there. You're going to get a shallot in half. Add that to these beautiful portobello mushrooms. Give this pan a great shake. See that crispiness of that mushroom. Chili flakes, just give it some nice kick. Pepper. Some nice coarse salt. Got some nice, beautiful flat leaf parsley here. We're only going to cut this parsley once, because all the flavour comes out of it when you let it bleed. See how my board, there's no greenery on it? How the parsley has not bled. That's what we're looking for. Don't want to just a touch of oil. Now, how can we get more flavour into this? Take your resting juices and your garlic, throw that in there. These resting juices are just gonna be amazing for those mushrooms. Not only that, they pair so well. So, this is where we get this amazing mushrooms, chicken stock. Let that reduce down until it's almost dry. See all that? A beautiful mushroom. The juice that's coming off of those mushrooms is incredible. Just look at those. You got the resting juices. Just spoon those over your fingerlings. Remove your mushrooms from the pan. Bit that every cook loves. Remove one of your steaks there. As you can tell, that's rare. That's blue right there. Goes down to rare, medium, well done. Just touch that. There's a bit of resistance there, but it's still bouncy. Don't want to slice this steak too thin, because as we mentioned, it's such a valuable, nice marbled piece of meat. And just look at that amazing pinkness there, and the juices flowing out there. Now the whole point of resting this thing is so important, because when you rest it, all the juices go back to their state. Just like towel them up. See those, how rich in colour they are. That's from the chicken stock, the resting juices. Now, get a nice wad of mushrooms on there. Now those shallots are just so crispy now. Lift up your steak, place it down. Just like kind of fan out that beautiful medium rare. See how colourful that is. That's from also the smoked paprika, flat leaf parsley. Just tear them up in your hand. Touch chili flakes. Bam. There you have it. The most amazing New York strip, fingerling potatoes and sautéed mushrooms. Thank you.